Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Pluto in the fourth house in a natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the Pluto placements in the houses. They're a little bit concise, and some people may have referred to them as snappy. So what I decided to do was make another series in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up as well, Pluto in astrology is connected with our passion. Well, actually, we can rewind. Pluto in the fourth house can be comparable to Pluto in the zodiac sign Cancer, but naturally you've got a blend in the zodiac sign with it. Pluto in Cancer in the fourth house can be different than Pluto in Capricorn in the fourth house, as an example. Now, Pluto in astrology is connected with our passion and desire, so there may be very strong, intense passion and desire for matters pertaining to one's home, or family, the domestic life, introverted activities, attaining some kind of safety and security in one's life, and also just matters with traditions and establishing foundations. It could be doing something, Cancerian fourth house related, or there could be home improvement, remodeling, renovation, real estate. A person may be very passionate about history, or even plumbing or laundry, because that is connected with the zodiac sign Cancer fourth house as well, and matters pertaining to one's roots and ancestry, as well as what this person, the people that have this placement, may have a strong, passion and desire for. Now, Pluto is also associated with our intimate connections, and you may, the intimate connections that you have in your life may have more of an impact on your home and your family life than most people. They may be people that figure prominently also in your home. They may be more involved in your home-related activities, introverted activities more so than most people. Now, also, too, they may play an integral role in terms of your foundations and in sharing traditions that you may have. And also, they may factor more in the latter part of your life more so than most others. They may take on, embody, like fourth house Cancerian like traits. It might be people that are, nurturing, caring, sympathetic, but yet could be moody and temperamental, nostalgic, and really just those that can be very emotional and sensitive as well. Now, Pluto in astrology is connected with power and control, so you may have a strong desire for having power and control in that latter part of your life, and getting that, being in that retirement stage, and also just matters in your home and your family. Just guard against overly domineering, dictatorial traits being expressed in the home. It could also be you might have more power and control, or desire this over brothers and sisters. Money, keep in mind this is the second house from the third house. That's why it's connected with the siblings. Money, finances, and it could be too, having the power and control just to be able to, set your foundations, express traditions you may have, and also really it just you might have some really controlling tendencies that are at the core, and that's something to keep in mind as well. Now, another thing about Pluto, it's connected with transformation and major change. So you may have, more, transformation or major change in your home, such as, there might be a lot of, home renovation and remodeling you may go through more so than most people on average. You may experience more upheavals in your home and family life than most others. And also, it could be, terms of, your traditions. You may desire some kind of, change or transformation in connection with that. And also, there may be desire to, make a major change or transformation of the less dominant parent, which is often the mother, and just home and family members in general. Those you're close to home with. And the thing about, you may be more, emotional in in these matters as well. Now, Pluto in astrology is associated with, rebirth, regeneration, like figurative, like resurrections, like such as resurrecting or the rebirth of a business. In this case, there may be some point in time where like there's a strong, rebirth or regeneration associated with your home and your family life. There's something at one point in time where, say, were to dissipate in your home and family life, whether it's a connection with one or more family members or what have you. It could be a time where you might have some time where it's resurrected and revived. It may be you may show there could be something in terms of safety and security, protectiveness that may be revived at another some point in time in your life. And also you may show being able to be like that phoenix rising from the ashes, so to speak, in the latter part of your life as well. And that's how there's those are some ways that this may manifest. Also could be where you're more, you may do this with more like emotion as well. And it could even be the rebirth of some kind of Cancerian fourth house related field, whether it's something connected with plumbing or laundry or some kind of work as a historian as well. Now, another thing about Pluto in astrology, it's also associated with death and endings, figurative deaths. It could indicate a death, that where you simply, the person may pass on in their home. It could be where this is also an ending in terms of people you're close to home with. There may be more endings as far as like relationships with those you're close to home with. There may be more endings with this on average, even with family members in general. And some point in time you might feel like your emotional security, your safety and security is obliterated, but it doesn't mean it can't be revived or resurrected again. We are talking about Pluto, the planet of rebirth and regeneration, and also just the general home life, because there may be again a lot of upheavals in one's home and family life. But if something comes to an end, doesn't mean it can't be supplanted at some point in time. So the thing about this too, having and it also could be the ending of some traditions that may be expressed as well. Pluto in astrology is also connected with support, whether it's moral, emotional, or monetary support given and received. So if you have Pluto positive in the fourth house in your chart, and this may be more very prominent, at the end, the latter part of one's life, whether you're giving or receiving. It could be where you're more inclined to receive loans and get them approved more so than most people on average. And also, as far as you're talking about, this is could be about debilitated, friends. Keep in mind this is 6 houses, from the 11th house. Um, so this could be, something where you're talking about friends that may be debilitated, where you're willing to give them, moral, emotional, even monetary support. And the thing too is, the less dominant parent may be pivotal in this in terms of the support given and received, home and family members in general, and also just more, you may give support in a more caring and sympathetic manner too than most others. Now, Pluto in astrology is also associated with surgery and trauma. So there may be more of keep in mind this is the fourth house, which corresponds with the zodiac sign Cancer. So there may be more of a, proclivity than most to have some kind of surgery or trauma connected with the chest, the breast, the stomach, the ribs, and even more in the latter part of life, more so than most others. You may be more emotional and sensitive in these matters, more so than most other people. It may impact your home, your introverted activities, your home and family life more so than most other people, and even the latter part of life, expressing traditions as well. Anyway, people, that will conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.